Welcome to the battlefield of brains, where strategy meets chaos and every move burns with intensity. Watch Grandmasters clash. Pieces fall. And legends rise. Wesley So opens with 1-10 d4. The white pawn marches proudly to the center. A declaration of control and intent. Sanghoon Lee responds with nf6, a knight's leap into the battlefield, eyeing white's central ambitions. Wesley pushes c4, reinforcing the center like a general strengthening his fortress walls. Lee counters with g6. The dragon setup begins, preparing his bishop's fiery diagonal. Wesley develops nc3, knights before bishops, ready for a classic queen's-pawn duel. Lee strikes with d5, an immediate challenge. The center explodes into action. Wesley brings out bg5, pinning the knight, adding tension to the dark-squared struggle. Lee hits back with n4, a fearless knight dive, creating chaos early in the opening. Wesley calmly retreats with bh4, the bishop withdraws, but its gaze stays sharp on the f6 knight. Lee captures nc3, an early exchange, unsettling white's pawn structure. Wesley recaptures bxt3, opening the b-file for counterplay and keeping his dynamic potential. Lee grabs c4, stealing a pawn, and said it, but perhaps opening lines for counterattack. Wesley answers e3, looking to recapture and restore balance. Lee plays qd5, centralizing his queen. Surveying the field with commanding vision, says, Wesley develops nf3, hitting the queen, forcing her to think twice before lingering. Lee ketos, bg7, the dragon's breath begins. Dark squared power rising. Wesley plays nd2, reinforcing his structure and planning a calm regroup. Lee expands with b5, pawns storm forward. The queen side awakens for black. Wesley hits back with a4, a pawn duel begins, both sides clashing for space. Lee steadies with chix, locking the pawn chain and securing his base. Wesley calmly plays b2, bringing harmony to his pieces before the storm. Lee develops bb7. The long diagonal now belongs to black's bishop dit-pot. Wesley activates bf3, aligning his forces. Eyes fixed on the center. Lee repositions his queen to d7, connecting rooks and preparing defense. Wesley strikes with n4, centralizing aggression, looking for tactical sparks. Lee plays a6, preventing white's pawn from advancing too far. Wesley jumps in with nc5. The knight pierces black's lines, demanding attention. Lee retreats his queen to sate, avoiding tactics, keeping things under control. Wesley opens the file with axe b5. The queen side cracks open. Tension builds. Tension, Lee recaptures axe b5, maintaining balance. But the structure looks fragile. Wesley plays arc8, exchanging rooks, simplifying to claim initiative. Lee responds bx8, The bishop recaptures, but now sits far from the fight. Wesley shifts his queen to a1, a multi-purpose move, ready to strike on either wing. Lee develops n7, bringing the knight to defend the weak spots. Wesley jumps his queen to a7, infiltration achieved. The pressure rises sharply. Lee replies nf6, strengthening his position. Trying to hold firm. Wesley castles kingside. Oh, the white king steps to safety. Ready for action. Lee also castles. Oh, kings are tucked away. Now it's pure strategy ahead. Wesley lines up Raona, doubling his power on the open file. Pressure intensifies. Lee responds re8, bringing coordination to his rooks. Central defense ready. Wesley pushes e4, an energetic thrust, claiming full control of the center. Lee plays cake bait. The queen slides away, trying to create counterplay. Wesley trades queens with Q's bite, simplifying but keeping the initiative alive. Lee recaptures material even. But the position tense. Wesley invades with Re7, domination of the 7th rank. Black feels the squeeze. Lee counters b4, a desperate attempt to open counterplay. Wesley captures cxb4, calmly stopping Black's advance, leaving no room for tricks. Lee pushes key3. A dangerous passer is born. Black's last hope. Wesley plays b-don, a retreat filled with intent. The bishop eyes future defense. Lee moves r8, doubling down on activity, hoping to fight back. Wesley responds bc2a, centralizing his bishop, guarding the key squares. Lee pushes h6, a quiet king move, giving the monarch some breathing room. Wesley steps kf4, bringing the king closer to safety and endgame readiness. Lee mirrors cas7, both kings now settled. The next blow could be decisive. Wesley captures r8-7, a thunderbolt. The rook sacrifices itself to break Black's lines apart. Lee responds gate, stunned but surviving. The king flees the scene. Wesley follows Re7, relentless, pressing on without mercy. Lee counters rx4, a last gasp for counterplay. Black claws for counterchances. Wesley hits rx8, precise and cold, removing Black's active rook. Lee's king steps cut7, haunted and tired, looking for a shadow to hide behind. Wesley's rook slides Re7, the noose tightens. Pressure unbearable. Lee defends with rd2, holding the last line, clinging to hope. On. Wesley's bishop cuts bxf6, devastating. The defender is gone. Black's camp collapses. Lee recaptures bxf6, forced, but his structure lies in ruins. Wesley's rook strikes rxf7, the killing blow. King under fire. Lee's king flees bj7, trembling behind shattered pawns. Wesley positions bb3, elegant, and final. Sealing every escape route. Lee counters, RB2, a desperate block. But, futile now. Wesley finishes with a5, the final advance. Crushing, and glorious. Victory, for Wesley So. I'll end the video here. Please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep finding the best and newest videos to share with you. Thank you so much. And I wish you all happiness and good health.